Campbell.
Yes, sir?
Have a look at those tiger cages and see that they're properly reinforced.
Okay, Mr. Hardy.
Hello, Mr. Hardy.
Why, hello, Dorothy. Here, Ollie, you take these kittens. Put them in the box over there.
Yes, sir.
Well, Dorothy, you're looking fine. How are you?
Nicely, thanks.
That's good.
That's what I came over to talk to you about.
Long, I hope.
Well, I don't know.
Well, sit down and tell me about it.
Mr. Hardy, you've known my dad for a long time, haven't you?
Well, ever since you were a little girl.
And if he were in any financial difficulties, he'd tell you about it, wouldn't he?
Well, I'm sure he would. But your dad is in no financial trouble.
Then can you give me any reason why he might sell the rubber plantation?
I think I can. You know, the government has placed a restriction on rubber.
Of course, we're only allowed to ship less than half of what we produce.
Exactly. And that has made the hijacking and smuggling of rubber a very profitable business.
But you don't think that Dad would have anything to do
Why,
with...
of course not. But in spite of all the precautions the government has taken, every rubber planter in Seemang is in immediate danger.
Danger?
Why, Dorothy, I don't want to alarm you. But American gangster methods are being used here. And what these gangsters want, they take. And your father owns a very valuable rubber plantation.
Do you mean to say that these gangsters are forcing him to sell?
Trying to force him.
But, Mr. Hardy, how can...
Now, Dorothy, don't you worry. I've never known anybody yet who could force your dad to do anything he didn't want alone. I've got a shipment of wild animals to get off tonight. And on my way home, I'll stop and see your dad.
Thanks, Mr. Hardy.
Good.
How's the loading coming on, Mr. Murphy?
Fine, Miss Elliott. Dorothy, what do you say to our taking a little trip down the river?
All right.
Oh, I wouldn't go if I were you.
Why not? Well, the boat's dirty, and besides, there's a native crew on board.
Well, hello, Dorothy.
Hello.
Here, what's the idea? Thought you were supposed to be running a plantation. No, you can't do that and play tennis all the time.
We were thinking of taking a trip down the river, but Mr. Murphy objects.
Yeah? Why not, Murphy?
Well, it's no place for a girl like Miss Elliott.
Oh, nonsense. She'll be all right. Old Charlie the captain will take good care of you. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
Bye now. Yeah. You better hurry up and get that load aboard.
Okay.
Hello, Captain Charlie.
We're going along with you.
All right, come along.
Thank you.
I'll buy the drink. Make mine pay for that drink.
Larry. Williams, the game's over. Better get going. Murphy's orders.
Murphy's orders, huh? All that guy does is give orders.
If you miss picking up that boat, it won't be Murphy you'll answer to.
All right, boys.
Is mighty fine, but I wish we thought about little food.
I've already looked into that situation, and I've discovered today's special. Beans.
Beans.
What was that?
I don't know.
Dorothy, you stay here.
What's the matter, Tom? What's happened?
River pirates, Dorothy. They're killing the natives.
They'll find us, Tom. They'll kill us, too.
We've got to get off this boat. It's quite a jump. Are you game?
Yes, Tom. I'm game.
Oh, get out!
Hey, what's the matter? What's the matter here?
Hey, get to my boat. What's the matter here? Hey, what's the matter?
Hey, you come on out of here. We're taking this all over.
Here we go.
A couple of natives swimming ashore.
Wait a minute, Williams. They're white. The one was a girl.
Well, whoever it is, they're going to make it.
They'll tip off the police.
We can't take any chances. We'll drop this rubber off at the cave and set this tub adrift.
Okay.
Well, we made the bank, but I don't know where we are.
I do. If we go straight ahead through the jungle, we can pick up a shortcut that'll lead us right to my plantation.
Down, Lightning. Down. What's the matter, old boy?
Did you by any chance hear that?
Sure, me and him.
And what do you suppose to do?
Oh, you forgot you tell me wash dishes.
Answer that door!
Wash the dishes. Answer the door. I think you crazy.
Tell Mr. Elliott, Mr. Nolan to see him.
Mr. Nolan.
I wonder what he wants here. I won't see him. Wait. Send him in. Quiet, Lightning. Quiet.
Not very friendly, is he, Mr. Elliott?
What's on your mind this time, Nolan?
Oh, I was just passing by. I thought I'd drop in, see if you changed your mind about selling this plantation.
Why don't you bring your client here and let me talk to him? I'd like to see the man who is willing to pay 3 times as much as the place is worth.
That would be highly impractical.
I think I have a pretty fair idea why your client is so anxious to get this plantation. This place is not for sale.
In other words, you prefer to continue here until you go completely broke?
Well, after all, that's my business, isn't it? It's no deal.
You're making a mistake, Mr. Elliott. If you should change your mind, I'll be running into you. If you don't, why, I'll probably be running into you anyway. Oh, by the way, I want to congratulate you on that new Inspector Peters. He's a clever man, Mr. Elliott. Too clever to stay on that job. Good night.
Peters. How's everything on the Elliott plantation?
Fine, thank you, Mr. Hardy.
Well. down here. Take it away. Come on. All right, come on out, Peters. Well, you're safe now.
Well, thanks to you, Mr. Hardy, but that was a narrow escape.
You're pretty lucky, Peters.
You can have your animals. I'll take rubber for mine.
Holly, as soon as you get those tigers loaded, get these folks right over there and get them loaded on board ship. Here, don't let anybody get near those cats. Okay, right here. Why, it's Peters, Elliott's new inspector. Poor devil. He never had a chance. It's going to be a blow to Elliott. I'll go and phone him.
That's frightful, Frank. Thanks, old man.
What's wrong, Mr. Elliott?
Peters was killed. Shot down as he came off the Seagull tonight.
Well, I don't understand. What was he doing down there?
Checking up on stolen rubber. And he found some of our lot 41 aboard.
41?
Yes.
Well, Mr. Elliott, what are you going to do about it?
Tell Marshall I want to see him right away.
Yes, sir.
Look at fellow right there. Come on, get going, Pete.
Murphy says to take the rubber to the ship.
All right by me, Tiger.
Oh, the cat.
Oh, come on, man, I'll give you a lift.
Come on, take it easy for a while. You better get that arm dressed as soon as possible.
It's trouble, Mr. Marshal.
You know this fellow?
No, never saw him before.
He evidently got into a little argument with that cat and was lucky enough to kill it. Take a look at that load of rubber.
Why, this is part of our Lot 41. Peters found some on the boat tonight when he was murdered.
Murdered?
Yeah. Mr. Elliott wants to see you right away. I'll take care of this fellow.
No, I'll take care of him. You bring in that rubber. Come on.
You think he'll talk?
Don't you worry about Larry. You just keep under cover.
But what about the rubber?
Nothing doing. It's got to go back to the storehouse.
For the last time, are you going to answer me?
I ain't talking. I know a way to get it out of him, Mr. Elliott.
Never mind that, Marshal. The police will take care of him. What is it, Murphy?
I brought that stolen rubber in, Mr. Elliott. I found the storehouse had been broken into.
Are you going to talk? Or shall I call the police?
You can't scare me, mister.
Take him out, Murphy. Fix up that arm.
Come on.
有時俾老虎打親你，你睇你個樣啊，梗係同佢話咯。你就係咁多血，你實係整咩嘢咁樣啊？都唔會啊。
Get the medicine kit.
All right.
Sit down.
Then you'll be over shortly. Thanks very much.
All right, I got medicine kit.
Well, open it up.
All right. 同你整好晒就啱咯，唔使乜嘢都唔整好晒佢咋。喺你呢度啱晒咯，呢啲係咁用啦。一陣一定係容易。I know that pretty good.
If you slap it on, I'll make you drink it.
Oh!
Quick, make a lot of noise. Make those guys in there think we're fighting. Break those. Hey! Hey!
Something's wrong.
Now, quick, here, get out of here.
Murphy, what happened? Yes, tell us. Chang,
Will you stop that confounded jabbering and tell us what's happened?
Big fight. Man hit me.
I remember. He hit Chang and I jumped him.
Which way did he go?
I don't know.
Feel better?
I'm all right.
Oh, me sick.
here. Any sign of him?
No.
Marshal, get in touch with the Southern Cross. Tell my daughter not to wait for me. I won't be able to attend that meeting.
Well, Mr. Elliott, that meeting with the rubber planters is very important.
There's something more important on my mind, Marshal. Do you realize what might have happened to my daughter on that rubber boat today? I'm picking up some papers at the townhouse and going straight to the governor.
Where's Mr. Roger?
He's upstairs in his room, sir. Well, did you see Elliott?
Yes, I saw him.
And?
He refused to sell at any price.
Well, looks as though we might have to do a little persuading.
Shall we dance, Dorothy?
They do make a handsome couple, don't they?
Well, of course. Why shouldn't they? After all, Tom is a Banning, isn't he?
Oh. Just why do you like Seemang better than Calcutta?
Well, for one good reason.
Do you really think Tom and Dorothy are serious about their little romance?
Well, I don't know. I've often wondered when...
Good evening, everybody. Shield, Mr. Benning. Good evening. I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting.
It's quite all right. Better late than not at all.
Thank you. Has Elliott arrived yet?
No, he hasn't.
I suppose you heard what happened to one of his men this evening?
Yes, we were just discussing it.
No, but this really is serious. Our lives are in danger until these crimes are cleared up.
You're right, Miss Shields. I have repeatedly demanded protection from the authorities. Now, wait a minute, Barnoff. The authorities claim that this is the work of river pirates. River pirates?
Sorry. Why, Jose!
Dorothy!
Oh, don't mention Peter's death in front of Dorothy. It will spoil her evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Oh, Dorothy, by the way, your father just telephoned that he couldn't get here. He has an important engagement. Mr. Elliott probably was called in on the Peters murder. Messy business.
Murdered?
Yes, shot down.
Now I know why Daddy didn't meet me. I must go home, Mr. Banning. Thanks for a pleasant evening. Good night.
Good night.
Take good care of her, Tom.
I will, Uncle Bob.
Good night.
What's the matter? Haven't they answered yet?
No, sir. They're trying to get a governor's secretary. Hello? Just a moment, please. Governor's secretary, sir.
Tell my chauffeur to have the car ready. Hello?
Very good, Mr. Elliott.
Thanks. I'll leave at once. What brings you home so early?
I just heard about Peter. It's terrible.
Yes, it is.
Who could have done such a cowardly thing?
I don't know. I'm seeing the governor about it now.
Please don't go, Daddy. Wait until tomorrow.
I can't put it off any longer, dear. It's important that I see him at once.
Governor's residence. Yes, sir.
Follow that car, Smithy.
I'll tell His Excellency that you're here, Mr. Elliott.
Thank you.
Hello? Hello? Where's Miss Elliott? Oh, you call the police.
Mr. Elliott is here, Your Excellency.
I'll see him in a moment.
I'm still trying to get police station.
I was waiting up for Dad, and I happened to look up. There were two of them, handkerchief over their faces.
I'm convinced that there's something more than ordinary river pirates behind this business.
Then you believe that the murder of Peters links up with the rest of their crimes?
Absolutely.
Who do you believe is behind all this?
You'll be astounded. One you'd never suspect.
Do you know his name?
I do. His name is...
Why is Nolan so anxious to get the Elliott plantation? Who is behind the killing of Peters? Whose name was Elliott going to reveal?